All right, thanks. So we've got about 5 minutes left in our session tonight. So one of the things that I mentioned to you several times before is it's really important for me to get some feedback on how our session went today. So people tend to do better in therapy when we talk about what goes on in our work together. So I'm going to ask you to fill out the SRS like you've been doing.
Sure.
I encourage you to be honest in your feedback with me.
Okay. All right, there you go.
All right, thanks. So looks like a perfect 40 again. So I know this has been our 5th or 6th session where you've given me a 40, and so I really appreciate any feedback that you have to offer.
Yeah, I think you're doing a fine job.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. So one of the things that I sometimes get worried about when I get a lot of 40s is I know that I'm not a 40 therapist every week. And so I want to open up some opportunity for you to let me know a little bit about if you'd like anything to be different about our sessions.
I don't know. I mean, I think overall, I think you're a good therapist. I mean, that's ultimately why I keep coming back to you. So.
Okay, well, thank you. And I would like to talk about what you like about therapy, and I don't want to minimize that part at all. So today I didn't feel like I was on my game. I felt like I missed a couple of things that you were saying, and I think there was a couple of times where I felt like I wasn't totally getting what you meant. And I wondered if you noticed that too.
I don't know. I guess now that you mention it, I don't know. There's one time I didn't really feel like I was being heard or understood, so I said something, but then we kind of changed subjects that I thought was kind of important to me. So, but I mean, overall, it's not that big of a deal. So.
Well, I really appreciate that feedback, and it's exactly the kind of feedback I'm looking for, so that I can know when I, mess up or don't do something that gives you what you need in your session. If you look back over this form, so what you just shared with me, I really appreciate. Where do you think that would go if you were to kind of lower the score in that area?
I don't know, maybe the section about there's something missing in the session today, and then also I did not feel heard, understood, and respected.
Okay.
But I don't want to make you think that I'm not happy here. I'm really happy here. Yeah, that's why I kind of give you such good scores or whatever.
I really hear that and appreciate that. I'm really glad that you're happy. I also want to make sure that I'm addressing every aspect of what you're bringing in, and not just sort of the overall feeling of it.
Right.
And so I just want to let you know that even if you give me lower scores or scores that really match, what it is your experiences in our sessions, it helps me to get to know you better, and it helps me to help improve our sessions even more. So if they're already going well, that's great, and I want to make them even better.
Yeah.
So I would like, if you would, to please do this again, and then if you would, kind of reflect on the line where you feel best represents that sense of not being heard, understood, and maybe that I missed a few things if you don't care. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing that. So I'm going to score it really quick, and just so that way we have a baseline from week to week, and make sure that what we're doing is working for you and giving you what you need in your sessions.
Okay. So why do you think this helps, like writing it down and doing the ruler thing and all this kind of stuff, rather than just asking me like how things are or whatever?
Great question. So every week, it helps me to know if there's even a really slight change from week to week, because I don't trust myself to eyeball it well. I'm not great at doing math on the fly, and the way that this works is that we're even trying to capture the smallest change. Because like you said today, even though things are really good, there's a couple of small things that could be even better and can help your sessions to be even better. So this gives me a number to be able to go back to from week to week. Research shows that in general, we're not very good at just being accurate in our portrayal. So, if I was not doing this with you, I would think we're doing great and I wasn't missing anything. But it sounds like there's a couple things I could do better that really helps me to know that. And so this really captures even those small pieces that I can improve on.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So your score on this is a 38, which is still in a really good range. I really appreciate that you told me that I missed a couple of things, and I wondered if next time we could start with, or if you could even tell me today before we leave, is there something that I missed that you wanted me to capture?
I was telling you just about my mom or whatever, the whole issue there, and so somehow we got on the subject of talking about my kids, and so I feel like the mom issue is such a kind of a big issue for me, and so I don't know, maybe us kind of stopping to talk about that next time or whatever. Sure. But maybe I could do a better job of making it a bigger deal. I don't know. Either way.
Yeah. Well, I hear you taking a lot of that responsibility on, but also it's okay for me to have some things to work on too, because we all have things to work on, right? So that's something that I can be more attentive to and check in a little bit more maybe also about that. So would it be okay if we start with your mom next week?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, because I definitely don't want to miss those pieces that are important to you. So again, I really appreciate your honesty on this, and I'll check in again to make sure that we're capturing each piece, and I definitely want to hear a little more about what you like about therapy and what makes this a good fit for you.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, any questions about that?
Not right now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
All right.